Sugar, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Today I'll be talking about sugar, the film Fed Up, my food journal, and diabetes too. To start us off, I'm going to be talking about sugar. Sugar is a carbohydrate. Simple sugar is a natural sugar also known as monosaccharides or disaccharides, and can also be seen as glucose, fructose, and galactose. Added sugar is sugar linked to obesity, diabetes, heart disease, and cancer risk. Sugar was originally found in New Guinea, but soon migrated all over the world. If you look at the top right picture, this shows where sugar started and the spread of sugarcane and refined sugars. Sugarcane is a tropical plant that looks like bamboo and is grown in states like Texas, Florida, and Hawaii. Juice from these plants' leaves are stored in these stalks, which are then extracted, purified, filtered, and crystallized into raw sugar. Sugarcane is the most important source of sucrose in world history. Sugar hides behind many names, and nowadays 80% of our food has added sugar. Sugar has been used in everything from medicine to sweeteners. The brain uses it for energy from glucose for cellular activity, but too much has been linked to memory and cognitive problems. The problem in the brain contains overeating and depression. The AHA recommends only 6 teaspoons per day. Now you can farm sugar in various plants such as sugar beets, sugar palm, sweet corn, and many more. Fed Up. Here are some things I learned and found neat about the film Fed Up. In 1981, Ronald Reagan cut $1.46 billion out of the child nutrition budget, making many schools get rid of their cooking equipment and turn to the food industry to make lunch cheap and simple. In 2006, 80% of schools operated under contracts with soda companies. And by 2012, 50% of schools served fast food. By 2010, President Obama signed a bill for healthy school lunches. A senator from Michigan wrote a letter to the Department of Agriculture to basically count pizza as a vegetable due to tomatoes being in the sauce. By 2012, revised regulations were issued. The USDA increased the lunch budget for the first time in 30 years by only 6 cents. They set a new maximum on calories and doubled the amount of fruit and vegetables, which, remember, vegetables was also counting French fries and pizza. I thought it was neat that you could actually be fat on the inside and skinny on the outside. And that's called TOFI. But 40% of thin people will still suffer the same metabolic functions, making that more than half the population. If you look in that picture, see a 250-pound person and a 155 person that's still like skinny and kind of heavier set, both have the same body fat. And I thought that was pretty neat. Another study that I thought was neat was on the cocaine-addicted rats, where there was 43 rats addicted to cocaine, and they put out 2 sugar water and cocaine, and 40 out of 43 rats picked sugar water over cocaine, showing how addictive sugar really is. My food journal. For my food journal, I chose to do 2 separate weeks and 2 different sugars. In the first week, I took Sprite out of my diet. This wasn't very hard for me because I usually only have 1 or 2 a day anyway. Throughout that week, I didn't feel any bad reactions other than having to pee every 5 minutes from all the water I was drinking. I actually felt better and my skin cleared up, I'm guessing from all the water I was drinking. The second week, I decided to cut out Starburst too. I've gotten into a bad habit of eating Starburst 24/7 with breakfast, lunch, dinner, and as a snack throughout the day. When removing this from my diet, I noticed I got a headache on the last 2 days and was very tired. Being tired actually made me have a lack of motivation, and I noticed my meals throughout the day were worse. Instead of cooking for myself, I chose the simple and easy route of microwaved items. I added the nutritional facts on the left and was surprised to see a Starburst has 16 grams of sugar. After this exercise, I hope to continue to cut back on my sweets, only having a Sprite on certain occasions such as going out to eat or not at all, and trying to not grab a big bag of Starburst every time I'm at the grocery store because out of sight, out of mind. And better choices will make me healthier and feel better. Diabetes too. Diabetes 2 is a chronic condition where your body either don't produce enough insulin or is insulin resistant. Some symptoms include increased thirst, tiredness, blurry vision, and more. The two types of blood sugars are hyperglycemia and hypoglycemia. Hyper means too high, while hypo is too low. These type of diabetes used to be known as adult-onset diabetes and was typically seen in people 45 and older. But with today's society and sugar being in every meal and everything we eat, they are starting to see it in more adolescents too. Type 2 diabetes is typically seen in obese or overweight people. Treatment, they will first try to say exercise and diet to try to get you to lose some of the weight. Metformin, which is a pill you can take to control your blood sugar levels. This is typically given along with a diet and is the more affordable option. If your sugar still gets out of hand, they will most likely give you a glucose monitor and insulin to keep it under control. Type 2 diabetes can't be cured, but your glucose levels can return to pre-diabetes range, which is when you're in remission. Prevention is just maintaining a healthy lifestyle and knowing your calorie input and output. Some complications for diabetes 2 are heart attack, stroke, blindness, and even death. And if you look at the picture I added, you will see the normal pancreas producing insulin and then the diabetic. Okay, here is my works cited and where I got all my information. Feel free to look at these sources to get any more information you would like on sugar and diabetes 2. Thank you guys.